Listen to me. It's time to stop talking about what you're going to do and start doing it. Too many people are waiting for the perfect opportunity, the perfect time, and the perfect circumstances. But perfection is a lie. The truth is the time will never be perfect. You just have to move. You have to commit. You have to decide that today is the day you stop thinking about success and start working for it. You keep saying, one day I'll start, but that one day is right now. It's today. You've been praying for a sign, but this is it. This message, this moment. You've got everything you need to begin. You've got air in your lungs, strength in your spirit, and purpose in your heart. So why are you waiting? You've got to make a choice. A real to show up even when it hurts, to work even when nobody claps, to keep pushing even when you don't see results. Because greatness doesn't show up at your doorstep. It's built one early morning, one late night, one I'll try again at a time. You can't skip the grind and expect to shine. It's time to stop blaming your environment. It's time to stop saying, I don't have enough time. I don't have the right resources, or I'm not ready yet. You are ready. The problem isn't readiness, it's commitment. You've got to make the kind of commitment that says, I'm going to finish no matter what. Stop negotiating with your goals. Stop giving yourself options. Winners don't look for excuses. They look for ways. You've got the same 24 hours as everyone else, but difference is how you use them. You can use your hours to scroll, complain, and procrastinate, or you can use them to build, to learn, to execute. The choice is yours every single day. And I know it's not easy. Success was never supposed to be easy. But every time you choose discipline over comfort, you're building a new version of yourself. Every time you fight through pain, you're growing power. Every time you refuse to quit, you're proving that you are built different. You've got to stop asking for opportunities and start creating them. You've got to stop waiting for motivation and start moving with purpose. You've got to stop looking around and start looking within. Because the person you're waiting for, the one who will change your life, is already inside of you. This is your time, right here, right now. Not tomorrow, not next week, not when things settle down. The world is moving, and if you don't move with it, you'll get left behind. Get up, get focused, get serious. Get it done. You've been through too much to give up now. You've cried too many tears, fought too many battles, survived too many storms to stop before the breakthrough. You owe it to yourself. The future version of you is begging you not to quit. So push, grind, sweat. Believe, execute, because when it's all said and done, the only thing that separates the winners from the watchers is the work they were willing to do. It's time to stop waiting for it to happen and make it happen. It's time to raise your standard. Rise above your excuses and thrive in your purpose. Time to get it done. Every single day, people wake up with dreams on their hearts and potential in their hands, but they still press the snooze button on their destiny. They tell themselves, I'll start tomorrow, as if tomorrow is promised. They make excuses, they rationalize, they overthink. But here's the truth. There is no perfect time. The perfect moment doesn't exist. You're never going to feel completely ready. You're never going to have every resource lined up, every fear silenced, every door magically open for you. If you keep waiting for the right time, you'll watch the years slip through your fingers while your potential collects dust in the corner of your life. The time is now. The opportunity is now. The power is now. You have to understand that grace doesn't respond to hesitation. It responds to action. You can't tiptoe toward success and expect the door to open. You have to kick it down. The people who reach the top aren't necessarily the smartest or the most talented. They're the ones who made a decision to start when everyone else was still waiting. They decided that their dreams mattered more than their comfort. They decided that progress, no matter how small, was better than perfection that never begins. Every great achievement you see started with someone saying, enough waiting. Let's go. Think about it. How many times have you talked yourself out of your own breakthrough? How many times have you had a great idea, a clear goal, a burning desire, but fear whispered, what if you fail? And you listen? Fear has robbed more dreams than failure ever could. Failure teaches you. Failure grows you. Failure molds you into the person capable of handling success. But hesitation kills momentum before it even starts. You can't afford to keep losing time to hesitation because time is the one thing you can never get back. Every second you delay, someone's moving, someone else is grinding, someone else is getting better, sharper, stronger, while you're convincing yourself that maybe next week will be the right time. You say you're waiting for motivation, but motivation isn't coming to save you. Motivation is born when you move. The moment you take the first step, the moment you feel the rush of progress, that's when motivation catches fire. You don't wait to feel ready. You get ready by doing. You've got to stop romanticizing the idea of the perfect start. You think successful people had a flawless beginning. No, they began in chaos and uncertainty and doubt. They started broke, confused, tired, and scared, but they started anyway. Because they understood one thing, motion creates momentum. If you can just get started, even when you're unsure, the universe begins to align. Doors you couldn't see start to open. Strength you didn't know you would starts to rise. But none of it happens if you don't move. The time is now because every moment you waste builds a wall between who you are and who you could be. That dream you keep talking about, the business, the book, the body, the breakthrough, it's not going to build itself. You can't keep planning excuses and expect to harvest results. You've got to plan action. You've got to water consistency. You've got to feed your dream with discipline. You've got to decide that you're tired of being almost ready, almost great, almost there. You've got to make up your mind that almost isn't enough anymore. The truth is you've already been given everything you need to start. You've got breath in your lungs, strength in your body, a vision in your mind, and fire in your soul. You've got the experience of every challenge you've survived and the wisdom from every mistake you've made. Stop saying you need more. Start using what you already have. The people who change their lives aren't the ones with all the tools. They're the ones who start with what's in their hands and trust themselves to figure out the rest along the way. And yes, it's going to be uncomfortable. It's going to be messy. You're going to stumble, fail, and question yourself. But that's how growth feels. Growth doesn't feel safe. It feels stretching, uncomfortable, demanding. The pain you feel isn't punishment. It's proof you're moving. It's proof you're doing something real. Because comfort is the enemy of change. If you stay comfortable, you stay average. If you stay comfortable, you stay stuck. The moment you step into discomfort, that's when your future begins to shift. You've got to stop looking for permission. No one's coming to tell you it's your time. It already is. No one's coming to hand you your dream. You've got to take it. Stop waiting for someone to believe in you and start believing in yourself. The validation you need will never come from others. It comes from the conviction inside you that say, I'm done waiting. You don't need another sign, another talk, another plan. You need to take action. Because action is the loudest declaration of belief. So today, right now, this moment, make the decision that enough is enough. Enough waiting, enough doubting, enough wishing. It's time to get it done. You've already waited long enough to start living the life you've imagined. Stop treating your purpose like it's optional. Start showing up like it's non-negotiable. Every day you move closer, even by one step. You're rewriting your story. You're breaking cycles. You're proving that you are not defined by your past or your fears, but by your choices. You owe it to yourself to see what happens when you stop holding back. You owe it to your future self to try. You owe it to the little voice inside you that keeps whispering, there's more, because there is more. But you'll never see it if you keep standing still. The time is now, not later, not someday, now. So get up, get focused, and start moving with purpose. Don't wait for motivation. Move until momentum takes over. Don't wait for the right time. Make this the right time. Don't wait for everything to make sense. Start and let the journey teach you the rest. You have one life, one chance, one shot at this version of your story. Don't waste it by waiting. Don't bury your potential under excuses. Don't let fear be louder than faith. You are capable. You are chosen. You are ready. All that's left to do is to start. Because when you start, everything else falls into place. It's time to get it done. Not tomorrow, not next week, but right here, right now. Dreams are beautiful, but they mean nothing without discipline. Everybody wants success until it's time to do what success demands. Everybody loves the vision, the spotlight, the reward, but few are willing to live in the grind, in the dark, in the silence where discipline is born. Dreams are the blueprint, but discipline is the builder. The difference between those who make it and those who don't isn't in talent, luck, or opportunity. It's in the consistency to show up every single day, no matter how you feel. Discipline doesn't ask how you feel. It asks, did you do the work? You can dream all day, talk all night, visualize every detail, but until you take action with structure, focus, and discipline, it's just imagination. Dreams without discipline are like a car with no engine. It looks good from the outside, but goes nowhere. Discipline is what turns potential into power. It's the quiet decision to get up when nobody's watching. It's saying no to distractions that don't serve your purpose. It's choosing progress over pleasure, consistency over comfort, growth over excuses. When you rely on motivation, you become a slave to your emotions. Motivation comes and goes. It's easy to feel fired up when the mood is right, the music's loud, and people are cheering for you. But when the crowd disappears, when the lights fade, when the pressure hits, that's when discipline then steps in. Discipline doesn't care about feelings. It's fueled by commitment. It's doing what needs to be done even when you're tired, uninspired, or uncertain. Discipline is the bridge between goals and results. Most people never fail because they don't have the talent. They fail because they don't have this to start strong but fade out. They love to start, hate the middle, and never reach the end. Discipline is what carries you through the middle, through the boring, repetitive, uncomfortable parts of growth. The gym sessions when you don't feel like lifting. The late night studying when everyone else is asleep. The countless rejections before the first S. That's where success is shaped. Not in the highlight reels, but in the hidden hours. Discipline doesn't mean perfection. It means persistence. It means falling 7 times and standing up. It means learning from failure instead of fleeing from it. You can't let your emotions run your life. You can't let laziness dictate your destiny. You've got to train your mind to obey your purpose, not your comfort. The people who achieve extraordinary things are not the ones who always feel motivated. They're the ones who keep going, especially when they don't. Think about every champion, every innovator, every leader who made an impact. They all had dreams, but what made them different was their discipline. They sacrificed the temporary for the timeless. They chose structure when others chose shortcuts. They kept showing up day after day when nobody was clapping, when nobody believed, when nobody cared. That's what made people believe later. Discipline builds credibility. It builds trust with yourself. Every time you keep a promise to yourself, you grow stronger. Every time you push through resistance, your confidence multiplies. You can't talk about wanting to win and still live like it's optional. Success doesn't listen to excuses. It listens to execution. Every moment you waste doing what's easy, you delay the life that's waiting for you on the other side of discipline. Comfort zones might feel safe, but they're the silent killers of ambition. Nothing great was ever born from ease. Greatness comes from doing what's hard until it becomes habit. The pain of discipline weighs ounces, but the pain of regret weighs tons. You choose your pain. When you're disciplined, you no longer chase balance, you build alignment. Your actions match your intentions. Your habits align with your goals. You start to live in integrity with yourself, And that's when the real transformation begins. You can't trick discipline. You can't fake it. It's in the decisions no one sees. It's in the effort you give when nobody will ever know. It's waking up early, not because someone told you to, but because you promised yourself you would. It's saying no to what feels good now for what will feel great later. Dreams will test you. They'll demand that you prove you want them. Life will throw distractions, disappointments, and doubts at you just to see if you're serious. And every time you stay disciplined, every time you keep moving when it's hard, you're sending a message to the universe. I'm not playing with my purpose. That's when doors open. That's when opportunities start to appear. That's when you realize discipline isn't punishment. It's preparation. It's shaping you into the person capable of holding the blessing you've been praying for. Stop romanticizing the easy way. There's no shortcut to excellence. There's no elevator to greatness. You have to take the stairs. And those stairs are steep. They'll test your lungs, your legs, your limits. But every step builds strength. Every step builds resilience. Every step takes you higher. The process is pain, but the pain is proof that you're growing. You can't pray for elevation and complain about the climb. Discipline is the climb. You have to make peace with repetition. You have to fall in love with the grind. The small, unseen daily efforts that seem meaningless. That's where the magic happens. The athlete doesn't win the game when the crowd's cheering. They win it in the lonely hours of practice. The writer doesn't create a masterpiece when inspiration strikes. They do it one word at a time, day after day. The entrepreneur doesn't build an empire overnight. They do it through countless rejections and relentless persistence. Discipline is what turns invisible effort into visible success every time you choose discipline. You cast a vote for the person you want to become. You're building identity, not just habits. You're teaching yourself to follow through. You're proving that you can rely on your own word. That's power. When you trust yourself enough to know that if you say you'll do it, you will. That's the kind of mindset that builds empires, creates legacy, and transforms lives. So stop saying you want it and start showing you want it. Stop waiting for motivation to hit. Get up and move anyway. You're not always going to feel like it, but feelings fade. Purpose stays. Dreams are the vision, but discipline is the vehicle. You can dream it, speak it, believe it. But until you do it, it's just potential. Discipline is the moment you turn someday in today. Discipline is the daily decision to get closer, no matter how small the step. When you master discipline, you master destiny. Because discipline is freedom, freedom from doubt, fear, and regret. Freedom to live the life you've imagined, not just talk about it. The dream shows you what's possible. Discipline makes it real. So stop waiting for the mood to strike. Stop negotiating with laziness and stop giving your dreams deadlines they don't deserve. Get up, get focused, get disciplined. Because dreams don't work unless you do. And the time to work is now. Pressure is not your enemy, it's your greatest teacher. Too many people run from pressure when they should be learning from it. They see struggle as a sign to stop instead of a signal to grow. But the truth is this pressure is the birthplace of purpose. It's the fire that refines, the weight that builds strength, the challenge that reveals what's inside you. You'll never know how strong you are until life pushes you to your limits. You'll never discover what you're capable of until everything inside you screams to quit and you keep going anyway. When life gets heavy, most people crumble because they think they're being punished. But pressure isn't punishment. It's preparation. It's life saying, you asked for greatness, so now you've got to prove you can handle it. Every dream you pray for comes with a demand. Every goal you chase comes with a price. You can't ask for strength and expect it to come easy. You can't ask for success and expect it to come soft. Strength is built under resistance. Growth happens in discomfort. Diamonds don't form in calm weather. They form under extreme pressure. Pressure is the process that separates those who want it from those who are willing to earn it. Anybody can talk about greatness when everything's going right. But when life hits hard, when doors close, when people walk away, when plans fall apart, that's when you find out what you're made of. Will you fold under the weight or will you rise through it? The strongest people aren't those who avoided pain. They're the ones who embraced it and turned it into power. Every hardship you face, every setback, every tear, it's all shaping you. Pressure forces you to dig deeper. It strips away the fake layers and reveals the real you. You see, when life applies to you, you have two choices you can break or you can build. You can complain or you can create. You can surrender or you can stand up stronger. The choice is yours, but make no mistake, every challenge you face is molding your character for the next level. The people who rise in life are the ones who stop asking, why is this happening to me? And start asking, what is this trying to teach me? That shift in perspective changes everything. When you stop viewing pressure as a curse and start seeing it as a classroom, you begin to grow faster. The struggle that used to scare you now starts to strengthen you. The pain that used to paralyze you now starts to push you. Because every challenge carries a lesson, and every lesson carries the key to your next level. When you feel the weight on your shoulders, remember this, pressure reveals power. Just like coal must endure heat to become a diamond, you must endure struggle to become unstoppable. Every trial is sculpting you into the version of yourself you were meant to become. You might not see it now, but every tear, every sleepless night, every battle you thought would break you is actually building you. The pressure isn't there to crush you. It's there to carve you into something greater. You got to stop asking for an easier life and start praying for stronger shoulders, because the reality is greatness doesn't come from avoiding pressure. It comes from enduring it. You've got to be willing to stay in the fire long enough to be refined. Stop running from discomfort. Stop praying for the storm to end. Learn to dance in the rain. Learn to work through the pain, because pressure doesn't just test you. It transforms you. Think about every legend, every champion, every leader who made history. None of them had it easy. They were forced through adversity. They failed, they hurt, they lost, but they refused to stay down. The pressure they faced wasn't lighter than yours. Their mindset was stronger. They didn't see obstacles as signs to quit. They saw them as invitations to evolve. That's what you need to understand. The more pressure you face, the more potential you have. Pressure also brings clarity. It strips away distractions and shows you what really matters. When life squeezes you, everything fake falls away. You stop worrying about opinions, comparisons, and validation. You start focusing on purpose, progress, and truth. That's the beauty of struggle. It simplifies your mission. When everything's comfortable, it's easy to lose focus. But when the heat rises, your priorities sharpen. Pressure makes you precise. And yes, it's uncomfortable. It hurts. You'll have moments when you feel like you can't go on. But that's exactly where transformation happens. The moment when you think you can't take one more step, that's where the breakthrough lies. Growth is never born in comfort. It's born in resistance. You have to stay in the pressure long enough for it to do its work. Because if you quit too soon, you rob yourself of the very thing that was meant to make you powerful. Pressure will change you, but it's up to you how it changes you. It can make you bitter, or it can make you better. It can make you give up, or it can make you grow up. You can let it define you, or you can let it refine you. The difference is your response. Stop running from what's hard and start leaning into it. Every challenge is a chance to prove to yourself that you can handle more than you thought you could. Every hardship is an opportunity to rewrite your limits. The next time life gets tough, remind yourself, this is the process. You're being shaped. You're being strengthened. You're being prepared. The pressure you feel today is building the foundation for the success you'll stand on tomorrow. Don't despise the weight. Use it. Don't curse the storm. Conquer it. You were built for this. You were made for moments like this. When you finally break through, when you finally succeed, when you finally rise, you'll look back and realize the pressure was never the enemy. It was the turning point. It was the moment you stopped being average and started becoming extraordinary. The struggle taught you endurance. The weight taught you strength. The pain taught you purpose. So stop praying for life to get easier. Start training to get stronger. Stop asking for less pressure. Start developing more power. Because pressure is proof that you're in the right place. It means you're growing. It means you're stretching. It means you're on the edge of something great. And when it's all said and done, when the dust settles and your breakthrough comes, you realize every second of pressure was worth it. Every hardship was necessary. Every ounce of pain had a purpose. You'll stand taller, stronger, and more confident because you didn't run from the heat. You let it refine you. So don't break under pressure. Build under pressure. Don't hide from the weight. Hold it, lift it, grow through it. Because pressure doesn't destroy real strength. It reveals it. Every day you wake up, you have a choice to rise or to repeat, to raise your standard or to settle for the same, to thrive through life or just survive it. Success is not a single moment. It's a daily decision. You don't rise once and stay there. You rise again and again. Every day demands effort. Every victory demands maintenance. Every blessing demands responsibility. The truth is, you can't stay where you are and expect to grow. Life is constantly moving, and if you're not rising, you're falling. If you're not thriving, you're fading. People often think thriving means being happy all the time, that it means you've reached a place of constant ease. But thriving isn't about comfort. It's about movement. It's about growth. It's about showing up with purpose no matter how many times life knocks you down. The world won't hand you momentum. You have to create it. You have to raise your standards so high that mediocrity can't find a seat in your life anymore. You've got to decide that the person you were yesterday is no longer enough for the person you're becoming today. Rising isn't about winning all the time. It's about refusing to stay down when you lose. It's waking up after failure and saying, I'm still in the game. It's looking at your scars and seeing strength instead of shame. Every time you rise, you rewrite your story. Every time you thrive, you prove to the world and to yourself that your purpose is stronger than your pain. You've been through too much, fought through too many storms, survived too many setbacks to just exist. You were built to thrive, to live fully, to operate at your highest level even when it hurts. The people who thrive are not those who never fall. They're the ones who rise faster every time they do. They understand that life will test them, that storms will come, that comfort will call their name. But they rise anyway. They've learned that you can't avoid challenges, but you can overcome them. Thriving means you don't wait for motivation. You move with consistency. You don't let emotions dictate your actions. You let discipline drive your direction. Rising and thriving start with a mindset. You've got to train your mind to believe that everything you need to win is already inside you. You've got to remind yourself that you've survived every bad day before this one, that you're undefeated when it comes to getting back up. The world doesn't need another person playing small. It needs someone like you to step into your full potential, to lead with passion, to act with faith, to raise your vibration so high that negativity can't pull you down anymore. When you raise your standard, you change your reality. You start demanding more from yourself, and that changes what you attract. You stop tolerating excuses. You stop accepting good enough. You start to realize that excellence is not a goal. It's a habit. Thriving is the byproduct of habits done right, over time with intention. It's the result of showing up every day with gratitude, hunger, and purpose. You can't thrive if you keep feeding yourself the language of limitation. Words like, maybe someday, or I'm not ready yet, will keep you chained to average. If you want to thrive, you've got to speak life in your future. You've got to look at your situation and declare, I will rise from this. You've got to talk like it's already happened. You've got to move like it's already yours. Because thriving isn't a feeling. It's a mindset that manifests through movement. Rising every day also means forgiving yourself. You won't always get it right. You'll mess up, fall short, lose focus. But that doesn't mean you stop. It means you recalibrate, refocus, and rise again. You've got to be gentle with yourself while staying firm with your goals. You've got to understand that progress is not always visible, but it's always happening when you keep showing up. You're not meant to be perfect. You're meant to be persistent. Thriving isn't about avoiding pain. It's about growing through it. It's about turning every obstacle into opportunity, every failure into fuel, every setback into setup. When you choose to thrive, you stop seeing problems as punishments and start seeing them as platforms for growth. You start embracing the lessons hidden inside your losses. Because thriving is not about having an easy life. It's about building the strength and mindset to handle a hard one. The most powerful people you'll ever meet are not the ones who've had everything handed to them. They're the ones who've been broken, betrayed, overlooked, and still chose to rise. They turned their ones into wisdom, their pain into purpose, their pressure into power. That's thriving. It's choosing to use everything you've been through as fuel to go further. It's looking at what was meant to destroy you and using it to build something greater. If you want to thrive, stop comparing your journey to someone else's. Your story is unique. Your timing is divine. Your path is personal. Focus on your race, your lane, your growth. Every time you compare, you lose power. Every time you doubt, you delay destiny. Thriving means staying locked in on your mission, not distracted by someone else's progress. You got to raise your focus to match your faith. And when you rise, bring others with you. Thriving isn't selfish. It's contagious. When you elevate your energy, you inspire others to do the same. When you live with passion, you give others permission to do so too. The world doesn't change because of one giant act. It changes because ordinary people keep rising and thriving in extraordinary ways. Every day you choose to live at your highest level. You make the world a little brighter. So don't just survive this season. Dominate it. Don't just make it through. Grow through. Don't just wait for the right time. Make this your time. Life will keep testing you, but that's because it's trying to remind you of your strength. You've already proven you can survive. Now it's time to thrive. Rise with intention. Thrive with purpose. Don't let fear write your story. Don't let comfort cage your calling. You are not here to repeat yesterday. You are here to create tomorrow. You are here to push boundaries, to chase greatness, to live loud, to give everything you've got. Every day is another chance to rise higher, love harder, and go further. So when you wake up tomorrow, don't wait for the word to give you permission to live fully. Take it, stand tall, speak life, work hard, push limits. And remember this, you don't rise once, you rise daily. You don't thrive once, you thrive consistently. It's not about being perfect, it's about being persistent. Every sunrise is another invitation to raise your standard, rise in power, and thrive with purpose. That's what life is about, raising, thriving, and repeating until greatness becomes your normal.